Yeah, I can see the bottle. I can see it. You must be careful. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to start with the meeting now. Before we start, can we just ask Pastor Alice to open this meeting with prayer for us?
Good evening, everybody. Always good to open in prayer, so let's pray. Father, we just thank you. You created this earth, you created emkhandlwini, you put us in this town for this reason, in this season for a reason. And I pray, Father, mostly for unity amongst us, Lord, that we would stand in unity, Lord, and just build a place, Lord, that glorifies you. So would you give us the wisdom and the unity to be able to glorify your name in everything we do. We pray it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, from our side, the umkhandlu Ratepayers Association, let's just refer to the RPA. Sorry? Can you put a little bit louder?
Louder, okay.
Can you hear us now? Okay. Well, from our side, we just want to welcome everybody here tonight. I'm really surprised and very happy with the turn up tonight, really, and it shows the importance of the specific body that we are going to talk about tonight. I am not going to say very much tonight. Give you a couple of background of where we started and why are we there and what is the reason for a very effective RPA. And then it will be handed over to the floor and questions, and I think we'll be able to answer most of those questions. The umkhandlu Ratepayers Association was established and founded around about 2 years ago. Sadly, after the 2 years after it's been founded, we didn't have much support, and that is why we actually decided to start again through the business chamber. Also helped us, supported us to start up again. And I'm really, really very happy to see so many people here tonight. I just want to find out, can everybody understand English, or do you want somebody to interpret it? Everybody, okay. The importance of a Ratepayers Association, I don't think everybody really understands how important this is. I know the municipality, they've got a system of public participation. This is actually the main object when it gets to public participation, is the Ratepayers Association. And I'll dwell on this a little bit later on. The constitution of the country, the laws, the Municipality Act give us certain rights, and that is why for us to be part and parcel, and everybody need to be part of it so that we can be more effective. So I've got something here which I'll read to you, which I wrote this morning, which will give you a little bit of a background why it's so important for us to be here tonight. Firstly, to become part of the Ratepayers Association or RPA, and then we take it from here on. We need people, we need support, we need to show the municipality, and you must remember one thing, our policy is not to fight. Our policy is to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. We are also a non-political organization. For us, we want to see that the services of our town is the best we can offer, and we can make sure by the participation of everybody in this town. And the only way how we can do it is you people to support us. I already said it's a non-political organization, and I firmly believe in the power of organized communities to bring about positive change in our town. But it's up to us to build communities that can stand their ground and protect municipal integrity. Organized communities play a vital role in shaping the future of our town. By setting structures like the RPA, The residents in the area can come together, network, and work towards common goals. Those initiatives are essential for demanding accountability and delivery from municipalities, like improved service, delivery, maintenance, and ultimately benefiting all residents, businesses, and stimulating economic growth in our town. Remember, municipal laws enable and encourage public participation. Like I already said, the constitution of this country, as well as the municipality, encourage public participation. Councils must develop mechanisms for consulting communities, which includes residents, ratepayers, and anyone using the municipal services. The South African Local Government Association gives a very nice and big overview on the law on the public participation in municipalities. That's why I said in the beginning, Ratepayers Association, the RPAs, have a right to be heard. It is in our interest to learn about your right to public participation, how to use it, getting up to speed with it, and what's going on in your municipality, and making your voices heard. It's important for us to make our voices heard, not to fight, but to go and discuss it. And I believe in the way that sit around the table and you can achieve many things rather than fight. In most communities, we have heard or seen someone serves the community without remuneration. These individuals are usually elected by us, the community members. In fact, these handful of individuals are usually serving on local community forum, residents associations, the school governing bodies, the community safety officers, safety groups, and I see a lot of them here, serving community safeties, governing bodies. They're here tonight again. So, you know, it's always, it may seem convenient to always elect these individuals or propose them to stand for a voluntary position. But we also do so because we trust these leaders and know that they have the ability to take action. These are the individuals we know and we can trust. It is these individuals who also need, and that's the important message from my side, it's these individuals who always, you will find them in the school bodyguards, corporates, all over you will find them, where they will be available and where they will be elected in. But we need to support them. And we can't leave the city or the municipality of Mkondo over to one or two people. We all need to be part and parcel of that. So it is these very individuals who are also need our help. It is not fair to depend on a few individuals to address some of the most pertinent issues in our daily lives and not give them support. It is crucial for communities to become more organized and to create capacity under these community leaders to address common problems more effectively. This is where we as residents need to offer our time, talent, and sometimes also money. However, it is best to get involved in your area of interest. Otherwise, the sustainability of our contribution may be compromised. We have all been blessed with certain skills, talents, and passion. It is this exercise and expertise we need to contribute to our community organizations, so to make our communities better. This will also create additional capacity for these initiatives to make a bigger impact. It is extremely important, though, to ensure that one builds these initiatives' sustainability. One can expect somebody to provide 3 hours a day to voluntary work, and even 3 hours a week can be a lot. The best way to manage this is to increase the capacity to have more volunteers, more people to assist us in making this work. To have more volunteers in a specific discipline, donating a small amount of time where possible. The first step is to get involved in your local residents association or community forum, and should not exist maybe it's time to start with it. At the moment, we don't really have any. I know we've got ward committees, but that's what it is at the moment. We don't have a forum like this where we can address certain issues that we see every day on. We know what the situation is here, and the only way we can address that is to take hands tonight and to make sure that we can create a strong, very strong RPA. A strong RPA, we've got a voice. We can go to the mayor, the MM, the CFO, and we can tell them, tot hier en nie verder nie. We stop. This should stop now immediately. We can even, and I'm not advocate for that, we can even withhold rates and tax if we're not happy with the way to do it. It's happened in other places. Not very far from us at Standerton, the Lekwa Ratepayers Association, the municipality, and Eskom to court. And that specific case ended in the Constitutional Court. And they won that case. But the reason for the success was the people of Lekwa or Standerton stood together. They took hands from all various areas of town, and they win that case. And I think that's exactly the same what we need to do here. It's time that we stop looking at color or what race. It is time that we take hands and make sure that whatever we want to do here, we're going to do it successful. And by doing that, we need to decide tonight, are we going to be part of this body or not? But I hope and I pray that everybody here tonight put your name there, ask me to do a constitution or RPA, and you can exactly see what we stand for, why are we here, and hopefully that once we have, when we have our first committee meeting, we need to have it monthly, we can elect a strong committee who can look after the interests of this town. So ladies and gentlemen, more I can't say. The only thing I can really say here tonight is that we have a right. The Constitution and the law gives us a right. To give you a little bit more background on that specific right, the municipality can't really approve any budget without bouncing it off a body like this. If they do it every time, but nobody ever object to it. And that's one of the reasons why things go the way it goes. Once we have a strong RPA, then we can be a watchdog of whatever is happening in this town. Not that we want to fight with them. Really, that's not my aim. I don't want to engage myself in any type of politics, any type of fights that is not going to be in the best interest of our people and the residents of the town. But for me, it's important that we start showing our voices, showing and vote with our feet as members of a body that stand together and decide together in the interest of all parties. For me, that is my plea tonight. Nothing else. We can help if we are going to carry on with this RPA. We can help everybody in this town to make sure that there is a bit better living for them also. It's not difficult. It's been done at other places. Why can't we do it here again, like other places? This blueprint has been written already. Many other towns. So we can just carry on. We don't have to create a new blueprint. It's there. We just have to take hands and make sure that this will happen. So, without further saying too much, I'm going to ask Rukaya. She is the secretary and a very health secretary who is helping us a lot. And I hope in the future that you're going to support her also, because she is the person who actually arranged everything here tonight. Thank you, Irene, also. You were also helping us for the whole. I really appreciate that also. And making sure that we have enough chairs here. And Rukaya, I think I'll hand over the mic to you, and then you can with your nice voice, can explain exactly what it's all about.
Thank you, Mpani. Good evening, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Sorry, it's been a minute since I last done this, so if I fumble my words here and there, I know how to speak English. I'm just like really nervous right now. So I would like to thank all of you for joining us here today. I know that the road getting here is quite bumpy, and I just want to say that our journey to where we want to get is going to be a bumpy one too. We might even get stuck in a few potholes here and there. As they say, well, you should remember, it's not what the government can do for you, it's what you can do for yourself. So they gave you potholes to swim in, so swim. Anyways, to try and keep this short and sweet because I know that we all have busy schedules. I know that we're all used to the usual meetings where we meet up, complain, and then nothing ever really happens. So I'm not going to elaborate on the complaints, but we all know the issues that are affecting us most at hand, which are our roads, water, and electricity. Trust me, I know it doesn't end there. But before, we didn't really have a plan, and so this is what makes this meeting different than the rest. We finally have a proposal to actually help us move forward. But before I get into that, I would just like to elaborate more into the Ratepayers Association, which is a body that allows which is a body that allows residents to engage with the council. For some context, the ratepayers represents the residents, improves services by working with the municipality, and ensures that the community has a say in decisions that affects them, which includes the budget, expenditure, and more. Those are only a few examples of how a Ratepayers Association can benefit the community. I'm also just going to read out a few rights of the Ratepayers Association. Okay, so it states here that the requirement for effective public participation in municipalities is clearly set out in various pieces of legislation, as policy documents applicable to local government, and the most pertinent sections are referred to and set out below. The Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, 1996, sets the requirement for effective public participation in municipalities. As Section 152, setting out the objectives of local government, states as follows. The White Paper on Local Government in Section B, paragraph 3.3, provided clear guidance on how municipalities had to work with citizens and states the following. Municipalities require active participation by citizens at 4 levels. As voters, to ensure maximum democratic accountability of the elected political leadership for the policies they are empowered to promote. As citizens who express via different stakeholder associations their views before, during, and after the policy development process in order to ensure that policies reflect community preferences as far as possible. As consumers and end users who expect value for money, affordable services, and courteous and responsive service. As organized partners involved in the mobilization of resources for development via for-profit businesses, non-governmental organizations, and community-based institutions. In addition, Section F, paragraph 3, that addresses core administrative capacities to support development provides as follows. Municipalities need to develop mechanisms to interact with community groups to identify service needs and priorities, as well as community resources that can be unlocked and channeled for development ends. Okay, so I'm going to just jump back to the proposal, and please keep in mind that this was given to the municipality back in December. However, nothing has come of it thus far, as you can tell. The proposal that has been formulated is that we ask the municipality to ring-fence a percentage of taxes for service delivery by private contractors. This proposal was drawn up by the Business Chamber, therefore they are more than willing and actually have the capability to speed up service delivery. And I think after the storm we had last year, we all know that the businesses are very much capable of doing so. If the municipality does agree to this, we will only move forward once we have an agreement that suits the community and also allows us to closely oversee the allocation of all funding. Now this is where you, the community, the ratepayers come in. If we have your support in doing so, it will pressure the municipality to get the political will to adopt to these recommendations. I'm not here to point fingers or play the blame game, but we all know that it's hard to get the municipality to actually play the game with us. But in numbers, I feel that we definitely will be hard to ignore. So firstly, we would like to request that many of you join the Ratepayers Association so that we can have a solid body to stand in front of the municipality. Secondly, we'd be getting the municipality on board with the proposal. In doing so, the Ratepayers Association will request a meeting with the municipality, elaborating the plan of how we would like our roads, water and electricity issues to be addressed with the funding, by when this should be done, and who will be in assistance of ensuring the promptness and swiftness of these jobs. Thirdly, the actual implementation and keeping the community involved throughout the whole process. The Ratepayers Association's #1 job is to keep the community involved and ensure that everyone is in agreement. I did say that I would keep this short and sweet, so from my end, I'm going to end it off here. But my last request would be that you please join the Ratepayers Association.
Thank you. Yeah, I think the question will be, how do we join the Ratepayers Association? Now, that's really easy. We actually circulated a attendance register. Hopefully all your email addresses or cell phone numbers are on it, your names. What I will do, I'll take it on me and myself and Rukai, and we will send a copy of our constitution to everybody whose name is on the attendance register. So once you receive that copy of the constitution, it sets out how you can become a member of the Ratepayers Association, or RPA. And then you can contact us. All our contact information is on that. What we decided at our first meeting, is that there will be a fee to become a member, but it's going to be a very little fee. We're talking about 100 Rand a year. That's what it is, 100 Rand a year, because we've got admin costs and so on. That's not a lot of money. What we want to do, we want members, we want people, like Rakai correctly said, we need the voice, we need the people to assist us, and that is why we make it very easy. So each and everybody who want to become a member of the Ratepayers Association, you can forward us your information. I've got it there, and send you a constitution. On that you can reply, and then on that will also be an application form. Just a matter of making it official. Because if we go to the municipality, we need to tell them we've got members of 1,000 or 2,000 or 500 or 5,000 members. If we don't have that figures, then we've actually got no say. We've got nothing. But we need support to do what we want to do. And that is why it's important for everybody in this town to become a member. We don't make money out of that, really. It's not about the money, it's about the support to make this RPA work. And I'm sure that we've got a strong committee. They're not all here tonight. Sarl is not here. With the committee we can make things work, but we will also, because we believe in transparency, there's nothing that we will do without take it back to our members and speak to our members and say, listen, how do you feel about it? Or we're going to ask inputs from our members. That's what we will do. We will have constantly meetings. I know people are sick and tired of meetings. I know that also. But if we want to be effective, we need to discuss these issues with each other. And to reiterate, it's very, very important that we have a strong RPA in Piet Retief or Mkhandlwini. If we have a strong RPA, we've got a voice. We can go to the mayor, we can go to the MM, we can even go further, because they have to listen to us. So yeah, I don't know if you want to add anything further, okay? Is there any questions? Oh, we'll try to answer it. Yeah, Baba.
Good evening. Hope everybody is okay. We are a small committee because we were just a few of us at the first initial meeting. And I think we've still got position for about 5 members. And you know, it looks bad if you look here in front and you will say, where are we the representatives here? You know, we need people of all race here, because we are all fighting together for the same destiny. You must remember, a ratepayer is a police watchdog. We're going to be barking behind the council all the time. Hey Baba, what are you all up to? Why are you spending money there? So whoever is prepared to come aboard, we welcome. You must remember a non-paying job. Whoever gives their time, who's doing the work, it's all from your own listing. So it doesn't mean you're going to be paying 100 rands. Somebody is eating the money, not councillors here. Nobody wants to eat any money here. We want to see our town improve. Because I don't think anybody wants to live like that pothole right down here in front of us. So, please, if you feel, we are inclusive, Town, Campbell, Ratival, Tanda. If you feel somebody who can put the input into this thing, you're welcome to join the ratepayers. You understand? That's what we want. We need people who can come with ideas here. So please, don't look at 2 Indians and 1 white here and say, "Eish, bakete ubani lapha." Because we've already had this problem, putting the messages out on the group about the time, and we are only looking at town, we are not looking at the township. But this is the most convenient time for anybody. We understand people don't have cars, but everybody works till 5. We said 6 o'clock meeting, gave people chance till 6:30 because you went home or did stuff. So please, get your neighbor to join. It's not much. 100 rands for a year. And that money we can use. Tomorrow we have to hire a lawyer to do something. Lawyer don't come for cheap, Baba. He wants money. So you realize that, and you're going to have check and balances. Open an account, the money will go into the account, anybody is welcome. If you're a rate payer, you're paying, you're welcome to come and check what's happening with the money. So please, we're encouraging whoever can join and can put the input. It's not just becoming a member and say, "Ish, maybe they get money to do this." Nobody's getting money. We just want to be a watchdog, keep our eye on the council, and see they are going to do what they have to do. Any question from anybody?
Yes, I have a question too. Two questions. My name's Casper. I'm a resident of Mkondo and also involved with business in town. So first, thank you for arranging this. It's long overdue. I think we all have a lot of questions. I have two particularly that comes to mind. First question is, I've not been involved with any of these forums or meetings before, although the level of heartfulness has reached a stage where I suppose we all want to get involved. But two questions. Question number one, what progress have you guys made? Where is the Mkondo Ratepayers Association at the moment? And number two, are you guys aligned with any of the national efforts that are currently going on? Specifically, I'm thinking of OUTA, Initiative to Outdo Tax Abuse, and their community affiliation network, or any of those. I think anybody who's going to get involved in any of this would like to know that there's an organized structure based on something that's been tried before. So those are my two questions.
Yeah, thank you. I can answer it very quickly. Most of the information we received, which we dished out here tonight, we got from OUTA. So we work with them, I work with them, and I've got some information from them. And yeah, I also to clarify something. When we started this RPA, and rightfully also so, many people told us, but this happened so many times before in Mkondo, or iterative, and it never actually got off the ground. It's true. But I'm not a very big or a very strong man. But when I try to do something, I'll try to do it to the best of my ability and will make sure it will work. Otherwise, I will not stand here tonight. I know it can work. I know it will work. But we need the support of each and everybody. And that is why we're also part of the South African National Ratepayers Associations. It's a body that look after, give us information if we need anything. We get newsletters. I get newsletters from, once we are more members, and I've got all your emails, I will forward all those letters to you. That will show you the effectiveness of RPA. And all over the country, I know Mossel Bay just had a very, very good also court case which they won there also. But all over the country, RPAs are standing up and they are very successful. So yes, to answer your question, we do work with other people. We very closely work with the standard on Lekwa people. Also, unfortunately, their chairman, a person I know, Fani Potgieter, he was supposed to come tonight, but he had some other problems, so he couldn't come and address us also on a couple of issues which they dealt with at Lekwa or Standerton. But ja, het ek jou vraag geantwoord? Ja. Ja, ek dink dis belangrik, ek gaan in Afrikaans sê ook, dat daar's baie negativiteit teenoor so belastingbetalersvereniging, omdat dit nie grond afkom nie. But what is the reason why we don't get off the ground? Us. We are the reason. We are the reason. If we are going to take hands tonight and stand up and say, we're going to be part and parcel of this, and we're going to support this whole forum, I promise you that we will grow. The only thing we need to do is to recruit 10, 15, 20 people to join us. It's not about the money like Omar said here. It's really not about the money. If I get my way, I will say let's do it free. But there are some costs which we need to address, but that's not the issue. And then we will have meetings, constant meetings, where we will discuss matters with people and we will listen to the people because, like I said, we are transparent. I'm a very transparent person. Lucia isn't. Ahmed is a very transparent person. We want to listen from the people on the floor. That's the only way we can go forward. Any other questions? Enige ander vraag? If you can ask a question.
I think we must remember when we talk about ward committees, those are more in specific areas. You know, each ward got a committee that works with the councillor in it. So she has to answer to them and they get back. If we form a strong ratepayers association here in Piet Retief, that ratepayers association represents the whole of Umkhondo, Riffontein, Amsterdam, the whole Gersbande, this district of Umkhondo. So that's where the difference come out. It's not just one individual councillor. When you go and meet the council, you are representing everybody. Doesn't matter which color, how poor, how rich. So we need everyone when you go home today, a neighbor, oh Baba, join this thing. It's going to benefit. Because we must look at one thing in this thing. How many times in Kondo we've given petitions? What comes of those petitions? I think they read it, put it in the dustbin. And then the next stage from there is to burn and toy. Do you understand? And I understand from a lot of people's culture, they are not inclined to do things like that. So we have this thing, why in China we have to toy. The Indians, the whites, the coloreds are not toy. But if you got a structure like this, we can work strong. We can make Umkhondo great again. We want a town that we can be proud of. I don't think anybody, you know, as we sit here today, and people ask, what you got in Umkhandlu? We say we got the potholes. It's no more in that side of Eastern Transvaal. It's here also in Umkhandlu. Anybody else?
The mic stay. Push it up. Yes.
Coming on and off.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My name is Zwandi Lemsi. I just have a question because I'm one of those people that run my own business and I'm heartful of the service delivery issues here. But you see, when I want to also invite people to say, come, let's join the Ratepayers Association, someone will ask me a legitimate question. A question that comes to my mind as well is, what are we going to do about it? You talk of a letter you to the municipality in December. We're now in February. You said you've got no response, nothing has happened. And from the little knowledge that I have, it's not that, okay, let me phrase it in this way. We've come so used to the lack of service delivery, we think nothing will happen. You talk, there is something that we've seen for the first time, I think, during the storms. Private business was all over town assisting and doing all those things. Now, my question is, there's a thing you talk about, saying you want to reinvent the funds which are from the ratepayers, right? Now, my question is, if private business then can come involved and say, we can actually provide this particular service for free. Now, everyone now knows to say, then we can force the municipality to say, here's a company that can do this job, but it just requires price for material. Then it makes sense to everyone to say, okay, I'm joining people up now so that we know that there is private interest that's going to come on board and help support the program. Rather than saying we are joining an association, but they'll keep on asking what will be the solution or the outcome of it. Because everyone here is fed up. No, thank you.
Okay, so to answer your question regarding the proposal that was sent through in December. So as mentioned, that was sent through to the municipality on behalf of the business chamber. Now, as I did say, that what makes it different with the ratepayers, by us sending it through to the municipality, they can ignore us, that we can't stop them from doing, but at the end of the day, we can take it through a lawful process. That's what the advantage that the ratepayers has over this whole proposal and everything. I don't know if that answers your question regarding that. Okay.
Yeah, I also want to, Mr. Shongwe, oh, see me, okay. I think to answer your first question on what will we do and how are we going to do something, there's only one answer I can give you, and that is, give us a mandate, test us. There's no way that I will stand here in a year's time and telling you, sorry, we couldn't achieve anything. So give us a mandate, that's what we're going to need. If you give us a mandate, I can promise you, I will do it for free. I'm a fighter. If I need to do something, I will go the full length. I'll walk the full mile for the people of Umkhandlu. But I need the mandate from the people to do it. Otherwise, they're going to laugh at me. If I go to the municipality and I've got 10 minutes, hulle sal lag vir my. So we need people to make us strong. And that's the only answer I can give you. Give us the opportunity and we will show the results. I've got no doubt in my mind. There's a couple of strong people around us who can support us, and I know we will get. I'm glad there's some politicians here also tonight. They listen to us and I know they're with us on the same bed here. It's not a matter that they hear that they don't agree with what we want to do. We want to make this plug, I want to say just now, We must make it better. We want to make Pichoti from Kondo great again. And we can. But we're going to need you people. We're really going to need everybody to assist us. We only can do it, and I've expressed myself a couple of times now on the same thing here. The reason why the ratepayers didn't work in the past, there was no support. People who were involved, they just left it. They never picked it up again. But we are here. We are battling for 2 years now. And now we just decided from now on we'll have to go and we will take it up. We will stand up and we will make it work in the interest of everybody in this place. So I just trust us, but I'm going to need your support. And remember, it's not myself. I'm going to ask people tonight out of this meeting here, who wants to be part of the committee? Because there's no way that we can do it. I'm busy with other things also. I'd like to hand over to somebody who can take over and can run with it. I will give my full support, and the little bit of advice I can give, I will do so. The knowledge I will share with everybody. But we need somebody strong who can take over and help us. I will. So before we end this meeting tonight, I needed 3 or 4 people who wants to be part of us. And we'll take it from there on.
You know, I don't know how many people are from the township here, from Tanda. Anybody from Tanda? If you want, we can even arrange a meeting on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday morning after church. And we can address people also and put this idea into them. You know, everything is not politics. Politics today is people for themselves. How much you can put in your pocket, not in the people's pocket. So we even prepared to go so far, to come and address and explain to the community what is a ratepayers. You understand? Because a lot of people don't know what is a ratepayers association. And coming to your question about the businesses, you must remember what the storm. All those help and everything in this town came from your business community, from the farmers. PG Bison, also business community. And they have never refused anything to help the community of Umkondo. If the pumps break, the electric cables get stolen, they're going out of their way to help the municipality to get the things repaired. So if we get a strong ratepayers listing, we rope the business in with us. What a strong organization we can have here. So please, we're asking, everybody can get a neighbor. One person can bring 5 people to join. And a ratepayer doesn't mean only that you're owning a property. If you're paying rent to somebody, you're paying rates also. So each person can bring 5 people into the committee, and we make a strong committee. We got feet, legs to stand on. Anybody else? Where's the mic?
Good evening. I just feel that we must remember one thing. We must remember that the municipality is nothing. Are using our money. So we giving our money to the municipality to use it for us. I've got assets and everything, yes, but they're buying with our money. The same with the government. The government owns nothing. The taxpayer owns it. And that's all I see. And the White House manager is a technical manager of this municipality is where the problem lies, because that's where all our problems come from. It's a technical manager, it's water, it's electricity, it's roads, it's pavements, it's storm lines, it's all coming from that. And the municipal manager also as well, because the technical manager goes upwards to the municipal manager. And these people must start to take responsibility. And we must put that thing that we must give them a deadline for whatever. Say for instance, within that time we need this to be started. If you don't make work of it, then we're going to do this or we're going to do that or whatever we make If you look at the town and who's the planning of this, I'm going to give you a simple example. Like, they're going to spend 40 million rand to upgrade the waterworks. What are they bringing out the pipes? The pipes, yeah. So the upgrade they put more water through, they put more pressure through the pipe. We're going to have less water now in town than we would have had if they didn't upgrade, if we stay the way we are now. Because these pipes are going to take the pressure, they're not going to take the flow. Because of the pipes are not there, but they want to push through, say for instance, 10 bar more and 50% more flow. Where's it going to go? The pipes are going to last. Who thinks of these things and who approves it? Who says there's an act that should do? I think that's why I see it. They put people in positions that aren't supposed to be there. That's why we're sitting where we are sitting. Take Watson Street for instance. They couldn't even measure the street. Right. The guy that did the street, they measured half meter too small. They couldn't even do that. Right. So how the hell are they going to fix this now? We're not going to be able to do anything for us. That's what I see. All these people must be replaced with people that's got the knowledge and people that know how to do it. Then I want to ask these things that we give the mayor and the municipal manager, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, people. I'm telling you, these people are sitting playing on the telephones while the poor people are trying to get something through their skulls. It's not working. We must give those things to a councillor so that the councillor can put it on the agenda and they can take that agenda to a meeting and the councillor can say, yes, it's such. You can read it or he can read it for them and tell them this is that we said that if got it, it's on the agenda, so it's taken down, but they can't turn around and say it's not my problem. That's one thing that people really do. It's not my problem. You must move it that way. When it comes to that, well, eventually it gets down to the electrician or the fitter on the ground or the guy working for water. The fact sitting at the eating just doesn't take responsibility. That's the way I see it.
Thank you for your question, but let me just clarify something. We are not here in the job of employing or firing or anybody. We got no right to that. We, like in the starting we said, we are a watchdog. We should be here if the council spends money on the water pumps there. And we can question. You as an individual can't question. A councillor can question. But as a ratepayer, you got all the rights to question. Tell me, why did that thing break? Why spending 2 million rands on pumps that were replaced 6 months ago? You understand? Whether the ratepayers will have no authority to hire and fire, but we can question. We've got more authority than anybody else to question. Even more than the business forum, I'm sure. Because if you make an appointment here, they cannot refuse you as a ratepayers association. And the thing is, we don't want all the money. Because if you take all the little money that the council got, then we're going to have a lot of people unemployed in town. Because a lot of people are employed. So we want only a portion of that amount, where they can also have members on that committee to see, okay, this 6 months, let's put the water works out. We've got to start with the critical points first. Roads will come, because that's big money we're talking about. But you start with the waterworks. Let's put the new pumps in there. I heard from the mayor not long ago that PG Bison are busy drafting something up there. So the ratepayers can get involved with PG Bison, get involved with the council. Here's a proposal. How are you going to spend that money? What are we going to do? Because you can't sit on your backside here across in the office and expect PG Bison to come and give the money to fix up, money to fix up, Cedric Jones to come and fix up. You need to get the things done yourself. So even if they give 30% of what they collect and say, right, you people take this money, do what you feel you can do. And I think there's a lot of businesses. I spoke to the chairman of the business forum the other day, and he said, we are prepared to help the council. But they only want help when they are really in dire needs. Then they will run to the business forum to say, hey, help us out here. So we're not here to fire anybody. There's people, you know, same way I work for a boss. I wouldn't like somebody come and say, hey, but fire him. We're all employed. But what we need to do is have check and balances. You collect money, what are you doing with the money? You can walk into the accountant's office as a ratepayers and say, right, you collected 50 million rand. What did you use that 50 million for? So, and I know, you know what, it takes a long time to fix this town up. It's not an overnight thing. And there's a lot of people making money out of the town itself. We don't go there or whatever. But we, community, if we're not going to stand and stop the rot, then you can't this thing. Like I was watching on TikTok, sitting and waiting for, okay, I had, Mama Mia, you led a meeting, they told me. And watching TikTok and a guy showing the Atabiospo Dam. The one side of the bridge, the water is beautiful. And on the other side, there's this, what do they call it? It looks like grass. The whole dam is just like grass. So we have to start small and work our way up. We all got complaints. Like I say, we are all WhatsApp followers and complaints. There. This is the people that are concerned about this town are present here. The ones that don't worry what happens, they complain on WhatsApp. Or say, how commands? Be there, make yourself useful. Like Ruqayya said, it's not what the government can do for you. What can you do for the government? If we all stand up and we say, way forward, let's sort this out, street by street, area by area, and I guarantee you, this will be a beautiful town. Because very soon we are going to also suffer, they're going to buy perspective. So even the people won't have the joy of enjoying our potholes. Because with this contract that's been given for the N2 to Pongola, we need that also. We need to fight at the ratepayers to say, hey, you're going to kill our town. Can't we have another problem to save our town? Because you take Easter, you take December, the tourists pass through here. So if you make a bypass here going past the high school, coming out here by the dump yard, who's going to see Petrative? Nobody.
Thank you, Ahmed. I'm going to close now. Is there any more questions? Tommy? Jy moet nie loop nie, ek wil jou antwoord.
It's fine now. It's easy.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Tommy Ferreira, and I'm also the Vice Chairman of Umkhandlu Business Chamber. We are really blessed in Umkhandlu to have strong businesses, but we need support from you guys. We can't do it alone, so I would really ask you all to join, and we have a capacity as business chamber to speed up service delivery, but we also need a strong ratepayers association. Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy. Prof. Annika.
Goeienaand, my naam is Prof. Loutser. Vir die van julle wat vanaand hier is, wat ernstig is oor hierdie BBV, die belastingbetalers gaan, stuur asseblief aan en kry 10 van julle vriende om ook aan te sluit, sodat ons Fanny se hande sterk kan maak. Hy het ons beloof, hy gaan baie ondersteuning nodig. So, my name is Prof. Loutser, and I just want to call upon the people here tonight that are serious about joining this RPA. Please join and get 10 of your friends to also join, so that we've got a big support basis and help Fanny with his endeavor to sort out our problems on the way as he discusses. Thank you very much.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, closing remarks. The way we're going to deal with issues, there's a lot of issues, is going to be done in a very professional way. Let's say, for example, there is a water problem and we battle to sort it out. What we will do, and it's been done in other places, like I said to you earlier, that I get information from other towns, other ratepayers, towns also. What we will do this exactly the same way. They immediately, the committee, employ experts on the specific issue. And that expert will investigate it and give us the real answer, and then we'll see how to deal with that. If we have to speak to the MM or the municipality, we will do that. If we don't get any joy, we will go further. We will go to OUTA, because they are on their marks, ready to assist municipalities and residents in various towns in South Africa. So we've got a very big backup. So if there's a problem that we cannot resolve here, we will go further on. But I can assure you, we will tackle it, and we will make sure. And if you see me in town and I haven't done what you expect me to do, you can crucify me. I don't mind, but you will not be able to do it, because you will not have the opportunity to do it. If I go to say I will do something, I'll do it. I'll go all the way. So that is what we will do. We will go all the way. We've got some people assisting us in this, and who talk about stuff. One of the letters I've got here this morning, it says Gatvol. It's a town. I think you mentioned this now. It said Gatvol. It's a town. That's a bluff in Durban. The ratepayers there, they Gatvol with the Durban municipality there, or city of Durban. Yeah. So we get information from all over the country. By doing that and getting that, we'll be able to help you and assist you on the best way. So yeah, I say again, trust us, join us, let's take hands, and we will, I'll send you newsletters, and from now on, and hopefully that we can have a train full of members, that we can really go to the authorities, municipality, and tell, listen, we've got support. That support, we really will achieve what we want, and we will make this place a better place. From my side, I'll hand over to Rukaya just to say a couple of thanks. Thank you very much for attending this meeting. I really appreciate it. I'm really surprised with the many people here, and I know that each and every one of you that's here tonight, you will speak to other people. Please do that for us. Speak to other people, recruit people for us, and we will get stronger and stronger, and we will make a difference in Kondo. I promise you, we will make a difference. I'm not a loser, no ways. Thank you very much for your attendance tonight, and safe trip home. And Tommy?
Chair, just the way forward. I would suggest that we get all the numbers on the group, on the attendance register, and just perhaps make a WhatsApp group. And if I can get everyone's permission to add your name on the group, Rukaya can add it. I don't know if that can work, just for a way forward. Is that all right? Can we add everyone? Thank you, so much. Admin only, yeah. And finally, perhaps we have to do some elections. You know, someone that wants to be on the committee. I don't know if Treasurer Tobet is here. Perhaps I can nominate him. I don't know.
Thank you, Tommy. That's what Rukaya is going to sort that out now. Just ask for it. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, if you would like to join me, can you please just perhaps come forward? We do have a separate registration form that we would like for you to fill in for us. So, assuming a few of you might be confused, I'm just going to clarify. So we have the Ratepayers Association, which Tommy spoke about, which we're going to have the group, and that's where all the information is going to be shared on. However, the committee will be speaking to the municipality, being more involved with everything, if that makes sense. Okay, so if you would like to be a part of the committee, then you can just come forward. Anyone?
If you don't come forward, we go to the next from here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, I also just want to thank Msibi from Mkondo TV for being here today. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you to all of you for joining us as well. I know somebody over here has my pen. Please don't leave it. They really like my pen, okay? Thank you.
start presentation.
Just wanted to say, very all right, cheers, okay, cheers.
When they believe which I know, they're limited. I support. I support so for the day. Mind about who look at you, please.
Yes.
I can't have a engine card.